What if I told you Europe is more than just Paris and Rome? Sure, those cities are incredible, but the real magic of Europe is how every country feels like stepping into a brand new world. One moment you're walking through fairytale castles, the next you're cruising canals, chasing sunsets on islands, or hiking through mountains that look straight out of a postcard. Europe is history, culture, food, and adventure all rolled into one. And in this video, I'm taking you through 25 of the absolute best places to visit. In this video, we're not just talking about the famous icons you've seen in movies. Yes, places like Paris, Rome, and London will be here. But we're also diving into hidden gems that many travelers miss. From world-renowned landmarks to secret spots that feel like your own discovery, this list has it all. And trust me, some of the surprises near the end might just make you rethink your Europe bucket list. So stick around, because the best picks are waiting for you. Western Europe, Paris, France. When people think of Europe, Paris is usually the first city that comes to mind, and for good reason. Standing under the Eiffel Tower at night, watching it sparkle against the sky, is a moment that feels straight out of a movie. But Paris is more than just its tower. The Louvre holds some of the world's most famous art, including the Mona Lisa. And just walking along the Seine River or through cozy Parisian streets feels like stepping into a living postcard. Whether you're into fashion, food, history, or romance, Paris has a way of making everyone fall in love with it. Amsterdam, Netherlands. Amsterdam is one of those cities that feels calm and buzzing at the same time. The canals, with their charming bridges and boats drifting by, make it look like a painting come to life. But here's the thing. Amsterdam isn't just about pretty views. It's a city built for bikes, and cycling here is more than transport. It's part of the culture. You'll see locals zipping past on their bikes while you're still figuring out the map. And if you're into art, the Van Gogh Museum is a must. It brings you face to face with the genius behind some of the most emotional, colorful works ever created. Add in cozy cafes and a laid-back vibe, and Amsterdam instantly makes you feel at home. London, UK London is the kind of city that keeps you on your toes. One moment you're standing in front of Big Ben, hearing those famous chimes echo through the air, and the next you're walking across Tower Bridge with views that scream classic London. But beyond the landmarks, what makes London unforgettable is its energy. The red double-decker buses, the buzz of Oxford Street, the street performers in Covent Garden. It feels alive 24/7. And here's the best part. London is a mix of old and new. You can tour royal palaces in the morning, explore world-class museums in the afternoon, and by night dive into modern food spots or West End shows. It's a city that never runs out of surprises. Barcelona, Spain. Barcelona is one of those cities where every street feels like a gallery. The work of Antoni Gaudí is everywhere. His wild, colorful designs make the city look like it was built from imagination itself. The Sagrada Familia, still under construction after more than 100 years, is the crown jewel, and honestly, seeing it in person feels otherworldly. But Barcelona isn't just about architecture. It's got golden beaches right at the city's edge, where you can go from sightseeing to sunbathing in minutes. Add in the tapas culture, lively markets, and the late-night energy of the city, and Barcelona becomes a mix of relaxation and excitement that you'll never want to leave. Lisbon, Portugal. Lisbon feels like stepping into a postcard that's alive with color and music. The city is built on hills, so you'll find yellow trams rattling up and down the steep streets, passing pastel-colored buildings that glow in the sunlight. Every corner seems to have a tiled wall with patterns that look like art. Then there's the view. The city opens up to the Atlantic, giving you those breezy seaside vibes that make it unforgettable. Don't miss the food either. Fresh seafood and those little custard tarts called pastéis de nata are reason enough to fall in love with Lisbon. It's laid back, vibrant, and has a rhythm all its own. Southern Europe, Rome, Italy. Rome is like a giant open-air museum where every street corner has a story to tell. You've got the Colosseum, standing tall as a reminder of gladiators and epic battles, and just around the corner, ancient ruins that whisper thousands of years of history. But Rome isn't just about the past. It's alive with buzzing piazzas, fountains that sparkle in the sunlight, and food that'll win you over instantly. A slice of pizza, a plate of pasta, or gelato on a hot day. It all tastes better here. The beauty of Rome is how it blends the ancient and the modern. One moment you're walking through ruins, the next you're sipping coffee at a stylish cafe. That's the magic. It feels timeless. Venice, Italy. Venice is like stepping straight into a painting. Instead of roads, you've got canals weaving through pastel-colored buildings, with gondolas gliding quietly along the water. A gondola ride might sound touristy, but trust me, it's pure magic, especially when the sun sets and the whole city glows. St. Mark's Square is where the heart of Venice beats, with its grand basilica and lively cafes. Wander a little further, and you'll find hidden alleys, tiny bridges, and quiet corners that feel almost secret. Venice is romance, charm, and history all floating together, making it one of Europe's most unforgettable experiences. Santorini, Greece. Santorini feels like it was designed to steal your heart. Picture whitewashed houses stacked on cliffs, bright blue-domed churches, and the Aegean Sea stretching endlessly in front of you. The sunsets here? They're legendary. People literally clap when the sun dips into the horizon in Oia. Beyond the views, you can wander cobblestone lanes, sip local wine at cliffside tavernas, or relax on beaches with volcanic black and red sand. Santorini isn't just beautiful. It's that once-in-a-lifetime kind of beautiful that makes you pause and think, wow, I'm really here. Athens, Greece. Athens is where history comes alive in the middle of a modern, buzzing city. At the heart of it all is the Acropolis, standing tall with the Parthenon watching over the city, a reminder of the birthplace of democracy. Walking those ancient marble steps feels like stepping back thousands of years, where philosophers debated and civilization took shape. But Athens isn't stuck in the past. Its streets are alive with cafes, street art, and vibrant markets. You can spend the morning exploring ruins that changed the world, and the evening sipping coffee in a trendy neighborhood. It's a city that blends ancient wisdom with modern energy, and that balance makes it unforgettable. Dubrovnik, Croatia. Dubrovnik looks like a fantasy world come to life. And honestly, that's why it became a filming location for Game of Thrones. The old town is wrapped in massive stone walls that you can actually walk along, giving you jaw-dropping views of the red rooftops, the sparkling Adriatic Sea, and the winding medieval streets below. Inside the walls, every alley feels like a storybook. Cobblestones, tiny cafes, and Baroque buildings that make you feel like you've stepped back in time. Whether you're a history lover, a TV fan, or just someone chasing incredible coastal views, Dubrovnik has this mix of charm and drama that's impossible to forget. Central Europe, Vienna, Austria. Vienna feels like the stage where history and elegance perform together. This is the city of Mozart, Beethoven, and Strauss, where music isn't just entertainment, it's part of the soul. You can walk into grand concert halls where their masterpieces still echo, or wander through palaces like Schönbrunn and Hofburg that make you feel like royalty for the day. But Vienna isn't only about grandeur, it's also about slowing down. The city's coffee houses are iconic, where people sit for hours sipping coffee and reading, just like writers and philosophers did centuries ago. It's a blend of art, culture, and coziness that makes Vienna both majestic and approachable. Prague, Czech Republic. Prague feels like you've walked straight into a storybook. The Old Town Square is filled with colorful buildings, Gothic churches, and the famous astronomical clock that still wows crowds every hour. Then there's Charles Bridge, lined with statues, where street musicians and artists add to the magical vibe as you cross over the Vltava River. Whether it's sunrise when the bridge is quiet, or evening when the city glows golden, Prague is one of those cities that makes you believe in fairy tales. Budapest, Hungary. Budapest is a city of contrasts, historic and modern, relaxing and buzzing. Its thermal baths are legendary, where you can literally soak in hot, mineral-rich waters while surrounded by grand architecture. Then there's the Hungarian Parliament building, one of the most beautiful in the world, glowing at night along the Danube River. Add in ruined pubs, vibrant markets, and bridges connecting Buda and Pest, and you've got a city that feels both regal and edgy. Munich, Germany. Munich is where tradition meets good times. Of course, Oktoberfest is the big draw. Millions of people gather every fall for giant mugs of beer, Bavarian music, and traditional outfits. But Munich's charm goes way beyond the festival. Beer gardens here are like social hubs, where locals and travelers sit under chestnut trees sharing food and laughter. Add in stunning sites like Marienplatz, Nymphenburg Palace, and easy access to the Bavarian Alps. And Munich is a city that knows how to celebrate life. Zurich, Switzerland. Zurich is the perfect mix of natural beauty and modern elegance. The city sits right on the edge of Lake Zurich, where you can take a boat ride with the Alps as your backdrop. Stroll through the old town with its cobbled streets and boutique shops, then switch it up with world-class museums and a vibrant nightlife. And of course, you can't leave Zurich without indulging in Swiss chocolate. It's basically happiness in every bite. Zurich proves that sometimes the best travel experiences are both peaceful and delicious. Northern Europe, Copenhagen, Denmark. Copenhagen is a city that feels both timeless and trendy. Nyhavn, with its colorful houses and boats lined along the canal, is straight out of a postcard. But beyond the charm, Copenhagen is also known for sleek modern design, cozy cafes, and the world-famous concept of hygge, that feeling of warmth and comfort. Whether you're cycling through the streets like a local or tasting Danish pastries, Copenhagen gives you a mix of history and modern cool that feels effortlessly stylish. Stockholm, Sweden. Built across 14 islands, Stockholm is often called the Venice of the North. You can wander through the medieval streets of Gamla stan, visit unique museums like the Vasa Museum, or just soak in the city's clean, elegant vibe. Surrounded by water and nature, Stockholm is a place where you can spend the morning exploring history and the afternoon taking a boat ride through the archipelago. It's peaceful, yet full of energy. Oslo, Norway. Oslo is where nature and history collide. Just outside the city, you'll find fjords that are so breathtaking they almost don't feel real. Towering cliffs, calm waters, and endless scenery. Inside the city, the Viking Ship Museum shows off Norway's adventurous past, while modern architecture like the Oslo Opera House brings things into the present. Whether you're into outdoor adventures or cultural discoveries, Oslo gives you both in one trip. Reykjavik, Iceland. Reykjavik might be small, but it's unforgettable. The colorful houses, cozy cafes, and lively music scene give it a unique charm. But the real magic starts when you leave the city. From here, you can chase the northern lights, soak in the blue lagoon, or explore landscapes that look like another planet. Waterfalls, glaciers, and black sand beaches. Reykjavik is the kind of place where one moment you're sipping coffee in a cute cafe, and the next you're staring up at dancing green lights in the sky. Edinburgh, Scotland. Edinburgh feels like history carved into stone. The castle sits high on a hill, watching over cobbled streets and Gothic spires that make the city look like a medieval movie set. Walk the Royal Mile, explore hidden alleyways called closes, and soak up the atmosphere. But Edinburgh also knows how to party. The Fringe Festival turns the city into the world's biggest stage every summer. It's a city of legends, stories, and non-stop inspiration. And there you have it, 25 of the best places to visit in Europe. From iconic capitals, this continent truly feels endless, with something new to discover every time you visit. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these places is on your bucket list? Drop your answer in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more travel guides, and share it with a fellow traveler. Who knows, maybe next time we'll do a part 2, Europe's hidden gems only.